Hey guys, welcome back for another episode. Last weekend I was down in Houston, Texas for Comicpalooza, and since you all couldn't go with me, I brought my camera. We did a lot of video footage of the convention, a lot of the different vendor booths that were there. I've got a lot of cosplay on the video for you. Make sure if you like it, you give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more like this. Alright guys, let's check it out. Alright, at the entrance to the convention, they had 3 Lego statues built by a younger guy. Did it all on his own. He said they were hollow on the inside, but that's still impressive. Making 3 strictly out of Legos. Really high detail. This is a YouTube group called Fallout Houston. They do a lot of stuff on YouTube, live action shows and whatnot. I believe they do some role playing in the Houston area. I was really impressed by the recreation of a lot of the stuff in the game. Nuka-Cola bottles, Radaway. I mean, they have a lot of stuff on display. Very high detail props that they use in the show. And for what it looks like, it's very high quality. Tony Stark joined us at Comicpalooza. Alright, there's legendary comic book artist George Perez. And this is down Artist Alley here. There's about 4 different rows of guys just doing art. Really big area. Gives you some steampunk cosplay. Right here is a 3D printer. Guy was printing out several different variations of shapes and objects. Here's some of the different vendors. Really had a lot of different toys, comic books, basically anything like that. Not very much retro video games, unfortunately. I was really hoping there was going to be more video game vendors. Here's Sir Patrick Stewart when he was coming for his autograph signing. He was there for 2 days on Saturday and Sunday. And here's Avery Brooks of Deep Space Nine. Hell of a nice guy. Very personable. Shook everybody's hand. Ask your name. Says nice to meet you. Just really nice guy all around. There's Peter Mayhew, who played Chewbacca. There were several other people from Star Wars there too. Alright, there is this guy right here. He does custom knives, very expensive but very high quality. Right here is a booth that was at PAX last year. It's called Mustache Emporium. They do a lot of wooden cosplay items. Pretty neat stuff. Right, more toy vendors here. Got a lot of different Minecraft items for sale. Those seem to be popular at a lot of conventions these days. Most of the floor was nothing but vendors. Had a large area for celebrity autographs, but I'd say 90% of the floor was strictly for vendors. Alright, right here is Game Over Video Games, as seen on the Game Chasers. Billy and Jay, I believe, went to one of their stores that had the video game museum in the back of it. I was pretty disappointed because they didn't have a lot of retro stuff here. A lot of it was Dreamcast and just regular PlayStation. They had a pretty decent selection. I was hoping to see more stuff on Genesis and Super Nintendo, maybe regular Nintendo, but very basic selection. A lot of it was overpriced. A lot of cool old comic books, a lot of Golden Age, Silver Age stuff. Very high price. Amazing Fantasy, the first appearance of Spider-Man. A little bit out of my price range, as you'll see here. It's only $32,500. I had to pass it up. There were a lot of vintage toys from the 80s. A lot of vintage trading cards, stuff like that on the floor. A lot of good cosplay there too. Stick around the end of the video. I have a lot of different cosplay pictures for you. Here's more of the Fallout Houston. You can see how detailed their costumes and stuff are. Houston has a lot of different fan groups. As you can see, that was Harry Potter. They have the Houston area Ghostbusters. They have Power Ranger group, cosplay for girls, paranormal research, Star Trek groups. A lot of active fan groups in the Houston area. I was really impressed with that. Alright, here's Steampunk Emporium right here for all the steampunk cosplayers. Alright, and on the third floor they had the tabletop gaming room. A lot of different cool games that I have never seen before. This was a Warlord Dungeon Crawl tournament, and there were first place, second place, prizes. I think it went all the way to fourth place maybe, where actual prizes were awarded. You can see there are just tables and tables of different games going on. That was a Star Wars tabletop game I wasn't familiar with. And over here was a lot of the card games, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, and here's my favorite area of the convention, the free play arcade. Had a lot of great pinballs here, as you can see. Star Trek, Attack from Mars, Starship Troopers, Jackpot. This was the arcade group here in Houston. Mortal Kombat 2 in the back there. They have a big expo coming up in Houston. Alright, here is the line of free play arcade games. X-Men, Galaga, Berserk. You got Miss Pac-Man. Here's a vector graphic Star Trek game I'd never played. That was really fun. And a couple of the classics, Mario Brothers. Alright, here is a group of mech simulators that you can get in. It was a really cool game. You played, I think it was 4-on-4. There were 4 different pods for each team. And get inside those and duke it out. Alright, here's the cosplay for the weekend. There were a lot of great costumes. Some, as you will see, are better than others. A lot of very beautiful women.